Think of me as like your spiritual big sister or little sister, whatever, it doesn't matter, your spiritual sister who's going to teach you and help you. It took me years, over a decade, to be able to learn how to do these things. And most of it was from dreams, most of it was from intuition, most of it was from studying. When you become able to, how you live a very isolated life. And I wanted to just learn and teach others. And every time I teach somebody these baths, they always tell me how effective they are. And they'll tell me, like, somebody told me it was going to take me this amount of money to clean myself, but you taught me how to do it. And I'm very big on, teaching somebody how to fish so that you can feed yourself for life. I don't want you to have to come every single time to get a cleaning or get work done. It's okay, if you need to come and get a little bit of cleaning, you need to come and get a little work done, I got you. But I want you to learn how to do it yourself so that you're not spending all of this money, because a lot of the people who come to me typically don't have money, right? I'm typically always doing like low cost services, or services for the free when people are in dire need of getting something off them. So we're gonna get into this because, like I said, this is common household products, okay, that you can get. You don't even need to take a trip to your Botanica. That's how easy this stuff is to get. Maybe for 2 items because it's not so common, but I'm still gonna help you out. So you're obviously gonna need a white candle as always, and then I'm gonna show you what the bath looks like once all the ingredients are in there. I'm gonna tell you which prayer you need to pray once the candle or the vela is inside of the bath. Okay, but you're gonna take this bath for 3 days in a row. The first night you will need the vela. You do not need the vela for the next 2 nights, because that vela is going to be, or the candle is going to be, on a altar, whether it's a ancestor altar for protection, or altar, if you work with La Santa Muerte, you can put it on her altar. Or even if you work with like Archangel Michael, Belito Khan, you can put that white candle that you're going to bless, you're going to put it on their altar for protection. Okay. Also, very important, when you take this bath, that you cleanse your house afterwards. You cleanse your space. Even if you didn't do it in your house, you still want to cleanse your space. If you have been experiencing nightmares, if you have been experiencing shadows or stuff going out the side of your eye, look like things are running past you. If you are experiencing misfortune, it feels like everything you're doing is just not working out the way that it should, or you're working a little bit too hard to get the things that you need to get. Things are not going right. If you were, you had a deal with something or a contract with something, or something was supposed to come through for you and it didn't, and it's taken a long time, and it just feels like bad things are happening. You just keep having bad luck. This is going to be the bad. If you know somebody is doing something to you. Now, like I said, if you are mounted by a spirit, you might need something a little bit stronger. You might need a chicken if that's what you're, culturally, that's what you do, or whatever the case is. There's times that I have needed it, just because it was quicker, more effective, and it just saved me the stress of having to do a bunch of things. So it depends. If you're mounted, if this is a lot of things that you got going on, you probably need to see somebody. But if you're not, and it's just bad stuff following you around, you're dreaming about somebody and you know they did something to you, and you know what I'm talking about when I say that, this is going to work and it's going to be strong. Okay. I had somebody say it the first night during the ritual. And they was like, this was strong. And I'm like, yes, you just got to do it the next 3 nights so that you are clearing everything, right? Because you don't want to get too comfortable thinking that's it. And it's just like, no, it hits you again. No, you're going to clear this away. So you just need regular coarse salt. Don't need a whole lot. Baking soda. Okay. 1 tablet of cascarilla. If you don't know what cascarilla is, it is crushed eggshell. You can make it yourself. I save up all of my eggshells and I do make cascarilla, but sometimes it's easier to just buy it because it's already pre-made. I buy it in bulk. So anytime I need to do something, I'm doing some kind of work that requires it, I already have it on hand. But I do collect my own eggshells and make it. You can do that. And then 2 lemons, just because you need a lot of lemon juice. And herbs, of course, right? You need your wet herbs or your fresh herbs. And we have mint, we have basil, but the key ingredient in this is going to be epazote. Epazote is a wonder plant when it comes to cleansings, okay? I don't really like the smell of epazote, but when I say it does what it needs to do, it gets the job done. If your local supermarket does not have epazote, you can go to a botanica at this point if you're unable to find epazote. And this is what it looks like. And you can just get like espanta muerte, the herb, and you will simmer that in a pot and then mix it with the rest of the ingredients. Or you can get it, which is ghost chaser, anything that's like a ghost chaser or a brujeria breaker. But espanta muerte is very strong as well. You can use that or rue. If you can get fresh rue, perfect. If you can't and you have to buy dry rue, I typically find that at the botanica. I was lucky enough to come across some rue plants because I live near like an international market. So when I come across the rue plants, I just grow them myself. Same with the basil, grow it myself. But if you are like, I don't have the means to do that, you can buy it dry. In your local botanica, I promise you they're going to have that there. But you want a lot of the herbs, okay? You want a bunch, like, you want a bunch. Not no little tiny, no, you want a bunch. And then the last ingredient, I make my own. I can't show you the bottle because I'm actually resting the phone on the bottle, but it is agua de palo. And it's literally, I make my own palo santo water. And I put basil, palo santo, and just distill it with a bunch of alcohol. Now, you can use your own homemade Florida water. You can go to the Botanica and buy a bottle of Florida water, but you're going to pour the full bottle inside of it. And then you will mash everything up. And I'm going to show you what it looks like after everything's mashed up. And then when you're ready to do the prayer, and then we'll go from there. So, all your ingredients should be in here. That is the rue, the basil, the mint, lemon, sea salt, and either the Florida water. I use agua de palo, which was the ones that I made myself, and then some baking soda. But it should be green. If you can see, like this is extremely green. And then you put the candle in the middle. And I'm just like saging it, just smoke cleansing it, putting good clearing intentions into it. And then, like as always, as I mentioned, when you take these kind of cleanses, you want to make sure that you are doing this in a space where you're not inside of the house. If you have enclosed area, you can do it in an enclosed area. If you don't, then that's okay. You'll just at this point, you're doing it, dumping it over yourself in the house, in your shower, your tub. Just make sure your tub's gonna get clogged, but you have to open the door and smoke cleanse when you're doing everything. But all of your ingredients should be in here, and then it's going to be Psalm 91 109, just good intentions and everything into this. And then this candle is going to go onto either your ancestor altar or a working altar that you have for like Archangel Michael, Beli Bakan, anybody who's doing protective energy for you, La Santa Muerte, whatever works for you, sweetie.